So you want to be close to somebody, but the person is not showing you that they want to be close to you, and then now you're feeling abandoned. Let me first of all say that you're not alone. We've all felt abandoned in our lives at some point or the other. And I always go back to abandonment because a lot of us as children did not get our needs met, right? Our parents didn't know how to manage being parents and being career people. And so it's not because they were bad, they just didn't know how to be intentional about it. And they didn't also go to any training to be parents. So I'm very big on that because that immediately I can send them empathy and compassion once that is in my mind, right? They didn't go to any school. I didn't also go to any school to learn how to be a parent. So also I made that mistake, and I'm sure that my daughter felt abandoned as a child because I remember one day she asked me, "Are you mommy or are you auntie?" That's abandonment. She wasn't sure who I was because I was in and out, in and out, in and out. And I was more out than actually in, right? So it confused her. At the time, my house manager seemed like her mother, but she was calling her auntie. And then she was calling me mother, but I was behaving like an auntie because I was hardly there. So imagine if she continued like that and that relationship with her continued like that, she would carry on that abandonment mentality and take it into friendships and feel bad that, oh, I'm giving, but I'm not receiving, right? And so it's not this situation that is making you feel that. There's something that this relationship and what is happening is triggering. And I always explain what a trigger is. It's something that already exists in you that somebody just turns on a light bulb on, Shikina. And you remember it, it becomes a member that you have read, you have reopened, and then it becomes as though it's just happening to you right now. So I want you to sit down and say, first of all, it's okay to give somebody love without them giving it back to you. I know you're thinking, what did this woman just say? You've got to understand that it is not a trade. If I give you love, you give me love in return. It's not a trade. You first deposit it. It's like when you go to the bank, you open an account, you're putting money in, putting money in, putting money in. You don't say, but this money is not coming back to my pocket. You put the money in. You're not asking for the money to return into your pocket. You know that the money that you're putting there, it is yours. Anytime you want to go for it, you can, because the money is there. And whenever you go for it and you open the account, you can take the money out. That's how we should be in our friendships. Just put in. Now, I'm not also saying that just be giving, let the person not give you anything in return. If you do your due diligence from the beginning, right, and you find out that this person really is only here for what they can take, then keep giving in that situation will make you not really like yourself, right? There has to be at least some level of you knowing that what I'm giving, the person is appreciating it. They might not be able to give it back to me the same way I'm giving it because we're different, but you can see an appreciation. And you can see the person, not take advantage of what you're doing for them. There are people who are natural takers because we have taught them that we are natural givers. Because I'm here, I will keep giving you. So really, they don't have to put anything into it. So all they're doing is taking, right? However, there has to be I give and I see that this person appreciates what I'm doing and does something else, in a different way to show me that they regard the friendship and what I bring to the table. And they're also bringing something maybe different, but also bringing something to the table. So don't expect that because I gave him a car, he must give me a car in return. Maybe if I gave him a car, what if he gives me a pat on the back every now and then when I need it? Because it's intangible doesn't mean it is not weighty. It doesn't mean it doesn't have value. Okay? So we need to look at it from that point of view. If you have more money and you are giving the person, buying the person gifts, because also gifting is your love language. And the person hasn't got that same money, but that person is there for you every time you call them. They give you attention, they give you a smile, they give you a kind word, they give you a hug, they give you a pat on the back. All these things are intangible. However, the value that that brings into your life is uncountable. Even if what you're bringing is money, they're bringing something that is actually uncountable. And so you must see that as a friendship. You want to deal with that sense of abandonment. It's not this relationship that has caused that. You want to deal with it. You want to go back and ask yourself, why do I feel abandoned? Why do I react like this when this person does this or says this? Maybe you also want to have a conversation with the person and have a confrontation, not a confrontation. And speak to them and let them know that, when you do this, I make it mean this. Can you help me? Is there a way, whilst I'm working on it, is there a way you can support me with doing this in a different way? And if the person regards your friendship, they'll say, yes, I will be happy to do it that way because I want you to be happy and feel comfortable in this friendship. Hoping that you also, when they talk to you, you also are open to taking correction and feedback. I have phenomenal friendships. And when I feel a particular way, I'm so quick to say, I love this friendship. However, this behavior or this thing that was done, I made it mean this. And because I don't want to assume or conclude or go into an avoidant or anxious state of conversation, please, can you help me? This is what I made it mean. And sometimes you hear them say, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and I'm sorry I made you feel this way, and I'll work towards it. Now, I don't now hold it against them and say, that's how last time you did this. No, I tell them again, remember, we had an agreement. Can you help me? Whilst I'm still working on it. But don't forget, you have to work on your meaning first, because nothing means anything except the meaning you give to things. So when you work on the meaning, you then start to change how you feel when people say that particular thing or do that particular thing, because you are working on it. It's a lot of work, guys. I'm not even going to lie. I'm still working on myself. And I've spoken to people who have been in the self-help or the personal development space for 35 years who are still working on themselves. So I've come to a conclusion that you are never 100% finished, but you are 100% finishing, right? And so we keep working on ourselves to become better versions of ourselves and do things in a different way. So that's what I feel like we need to do differently. And I think that if you work on that abandonment and the way you feel, then you will show up in relationships in a better way for you. I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching and taking out time to listen to the videos that I have dropped this week and this season. I really do hope that we can help you. If you need extra support, please click the links below. You'll see all the links that can connect you to me, okay? Let me be that hand that holds you, just like other people held my hand to become the woman that I am today. Subscribe, click the notification bell below, and share me with other people. Love and light.